What if I told you there's a free, completely natural way to boost your mood, sharpen your focus, and just feel better? It's not some new supplement or a complicated life hack. Nope, it's something we all have access to. Sunlight. So today, we're going to dig into the real science behind how a little bit of daylight can seriously transform your entire day.
Does this sound familiar to you? That feeling of just being in a fog, maybe a little sluggish, or just not quite firing on all cylinders? Yeah, it's an incredibly common feeling, and it turns out the reason might literally be right outside your window. Okay, get ready for this because this is a wild statistic. One study found that many of us spend up to 90% of our time indoors. Let that sink in. 90%. We're essentially living our lives under artificial light, almost completely cut off from the natural rhythm of the sun.
And look, this isn't just some random number. It points to a huge problem with our modern lifestyle. We've built these incredibly comfortable indoor worlds, right? But in the process, we've also put up this massive wall between ourselves and something our bodies are fundamentally designed to need: daylight.
This is where it gets really fascinating. You have to remember, our bodies have spent thousands and thousands of years evolving to be in perfect sync with the sun. This massive disconnect between our biology and our indoor lifestyle is a huge reason why so many of us feel tired and moody and just off.
So how in the world does sunlight have such a massive effect on us? Well, the answer is hiding in a tiny but unbelievably powerful part of our brain, what scientists call our master clock. Just think of it like the conductor of an orchestra, and sunlight is the baton that sets the rhythm for your entire day.
This master clock runs your circadian rhythm, and that's just a fancy term for your body's internal 24-hour operating system. It's the thing that tells you when to feel awake, when to get sleepy, and it controls all these important hormones. It's basically the director of your daily show. And we all know that for any good show, timing is everything.
And the way this all kicks off is surprisingly simple. When natural light enters your eyes. And hey, it doesn't even have to be a bright sunny day. Even the light on a cloudy day is powerful enough. It sends a direct signal to that master clock in your brain. That clock then gets to work, coordinating all the crucial functions that keep you running at your best.
And that tiny little region of the brain? It has a very big name. The suprachiasmatic nucleus. Yeah, it's a mouthful, I know. You can just call it the SEN, but all you really need to remember is that it's mission control. It gets the go-ahead signal from the sun and launches all the key processes for a successful day.
Okay, so we've got the science down, but what does all of this actually mean for you in your day-to-day life? How does having a well-tuned internal clock really feel? Well, the answer is in the amazing chemistry that sunlight kicks off in your brain, giving you that natural boost in mood and energy.
Think of sunlight as a light switch for two key chemicals in your brain. During the day, it flips the switch on for serotonin. That's your feel-good chemical messenger that helps you feel happy, calm, and focused. At the exact same time, it flips the switch off for melatonin, which is the hormone that makes you feel sleepy. So you get more of what you need during the day and less of what you don't. It's pretty incredible when you think about it. A better night's sleep literally starts with a sunny morning.
And that's not all. That blast of morning sunlight also triggers a healthy spike in cortisol. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cortisol gets a bad rap as the stress hormone, right? But a little peak first thing in the morning is exactly what you want. It's nature's alarm clock, telling your body, hey, time to wake up, be alert, and get this day started. And the best part is, this isn't something you have to wait weeks to notice. As nutritionist Anjali Mukherjee points out, you can feel these benefits the very same day. More alertness, a better mood, you can literally feel that positive shift almost immediately after getting that dose of sun. All right, so the science is solid, we get it. Sunlight is good for us. But how do we actually put this into practice in our busy lives? Let's talk about a simple, totally doable prescription for getting the right amount of sunlight. What's so great about this is that it doesn't take a huge chunk out of your day. Seriously, look at this. If you're up around 7 or 8 a.m., just 10 to 15 minutes is all it takes to set that internal clock. If it's an overcast day, the light's a bit weaker, so you might need a little longer, maybe 20 or 30 minutes. And hey, even if you can only sneak outside for 5 minutes on your lunch break, that still makes a real, tangible difference. And honestly, you can build this into your routine so easily without completely changing your whole life. I mean, take your morning coffee outside. Go for a quick walk around the block. If you can, just move your desk closer to a window. These are small, simple tweaks that can have a surprisingly huge impact on how you feel. You know, the benefits here go way beyond just a quick mood lift or an energy boost. We're now finding that regular sun exposure has a whole range of deep, long-term benefits for both your body and your brain. So for starters, sunlight is our #1 source of vitamin D, which we all know is absolutely crucial for a strong immune system and healthy bones. But it doesn't stop there. Research is also showing that sunlight can boost dopamine, that's the motivation molecule, and can even make you sharper and better at solving problems.
Check this out. This study is a perfect example. They found that people who worked in natural daylight scored a whopping 23% higher on cognitive tests compared to people working under standard artificial light. That is a massive increase in brain power just from changing the lighting.
So we'll end on this thought. In a world that's just full of complex wellness routines and expensive biohacks, maybe one of the most powerful things we can do for our health doesn't require an app or a subscription or anything fancy at all. What if the real key is as simple and as free as just stepping outside?